Well, hello, Internet.
We missed you.
Yeah, we sure did.
What's up, guys? We know we've been gone for, a month now? It's been a little bit.
Yeah, roundabout.
It's been a little bit, but, we had a lot of things going on. Personal life, you went on some trips.
Yeah.
I got busy with work, had a lot of things came up, but we also took the time to kind of think of some ideas for the channel. We're working on it, but we kind of wanted to take the time today. This is like a mini episode. This isn't going to be like our full 40-minute to an hour-long one, but
We wanted to say we're here, we're alive.
we are alive.
Yeah, we're still...
We are getting back to this. We knew damn well we had 2 weeks to get this thing moving again because we got a big week coming
Yeah,
up.
we
Got a big
definitely
week
do.
coming up. And we've got some things planned for you, so we want to take this time and get a little update on the channel. We know we haven't put anything up in the past month, so just consider this last month never happened. You know,
Yeah.
we were putting, I don't know what you guys saw, we were doing videos. What are you talking about?
It was, let's just maybe call it a reboot or something. You know how,
Yeah.
it's
Like a readjust. Like we had it going for a little bit, and we took the time to reevaluate.
Yeah.
Refigure some things out.
Maybe
so
a remastered version.
yeah.
Soon.
Yeah. So and starting next week we'll get back with our full weekly full episodes going on, and we're also going to start. One of the reasons we took this time is because we wanted to create more original content instead of just coming to you each week with basic just new rundown news stories.
Yeah,
So
we figured how that could probably be a little bit, I don't know, maybe...
restricting in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and people can get their news in a lot of places, so it's like sometimes by the time we get to break it, it's not breaking anymore. So I mean, it kind of makes it hard, and it's harder to kind of connect with our audience. So we're trying to think of ways in how we can deliver more content and connect with you on a broader scale. So
Exactly. And like one of the things we were talking about is I think we're going to try and do daily sort of updates.
Yeah.
Whether either it'll be both of us together or just one of us.
maybe
And,
more. It'd probably be more like not low quality, but more like guerrilla shot. Like expect being in front of like a computer or something, or just like anytime anything comes up, we're thinking about maybe like putting an update out there, just
to get you guys the news quicker, and we want you to hear it from us.
Exactly. Yeah. See what we have to say about it, and that too, and probably do more reactions to things. I know a lot of people don't have the time to sit through a lot of these live streams and events and read through news stories and stuff. So we're gonna try to condense that all for you and put out more more information.
More
something
bits
you
on a
can-
frequent basis.
Exactly.
Like one of the ideas we had was the Noblet, which
Yeah.
that is not a final
Not a
name
final
yet,
term.
but it was something we kind of thought about. And basically each day, for instance, if we decide to use a title, we'll have the Noblet, and basically that'll be a rundown of the day's events if there is any major news that day, or just kind of like a quick 10-minute thing. So, and if you guys have any ideas of something maybe you want to see us do, maybe something you want to see us play, please throw it out, because we are, again, doing this for you. But yeah, I mean, that's just kind of what's been going on. I mean, how was your trip, by the way? Never did ask that.
You know, it was really awesome. Actually, I got to go back to New York. I'm actually an East Coaster, so I got to go see my friends that I haven't seen in maybe about like 9 or 10 years. Some of them.
Let's like post some of those.
Man, it's so wild. Like you see the same faces just with like gray hairs. But everyone's still the same, and it was just a trip down memory lane. It was
Aging,
wild.
man.
Yeah, and it's like some of your friends they have kids now, and they're doing career stuff, and it's wild. But then I also got to go to the city, and to New York City, and got to go to my old elementary school, got to go to my old like apartment and stuff like that. So it was awesome. It was nice to get back to my roots for a little bit and
That's good.
see where I came from.
That's good. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail in the middle of the conversation, but
No,
I don't know
no.
why. What it jumped out of my head, I was like, yeah, he went on a trip.
Yeah, no, that's part of where I was. That was almost a 2-week thing. I mean, I was gone for quite a while, so.
Yeah, that was kind of part of the reason we took a break, but we also took that time we were speaking and talking during it to come up with these ideas, and also we're going to start hitting Facebook more regularly because we realize that's a great way of reaching a lot of you in a quick moment.
Yeah.
So if you haven't liked our Facebook page, go to facebook.com, search Super Game Knobs, go ahead and like it, or what is it? Subscribe. What do they do over there? Subscribe and
Follow.
Follow us because we're going to be posting news. Because one of the big things coming up, if you are an avid gamer, E3, right around the corner. So, like for instance, next week in our next week's episode, we're going to be talking E3 predictions. We're going to be giving a rundown of the current rumors. We're going to be going over everything we currently know about E3, giving our predictions again. And through the course of that week, we're going to be pumping out just news and trailers, and we're going to have we're going to try and do a live stream reaction video to the press conferences and stuff like that.
Serious pumping. I mean, that's the whole reason why this is going to be a good time to come back and kind of, because there's going to be a lot going on, and so there's going to be a lot to
cover, a lot to talk about. I'm working on some other ideas to possibly even get you guys more involved with us and have a voice on our channel. So again, we appreciate you guys who have stuck around for the few months that we've been doing this. We are going to kick it into gear, so to say, and really start delivering what we really wanted to when we started this thing.
Right.
But with that, we figured we'd go into something newsworthy this week, so it's not just, woe is us, we've been gone.
Yeah. Stuff has happened.
Stuff has happened. We've had a few stuff go through the past, and a lot of that's in the past. But the big thing that was announced this week is Nintendo finally revealed their online plan and online pricing, and it's not as bad as I was expecting it to be.
Not at all. No, I mean, pricing wise, like let's just jump right into the pricing. It was like $3.99 for a monthly deal.
Mm-hmm.
But what really, what you should really be going for is probably the 12-month membership.
$20.
$20. Like here you go, $20. You got it for the year. I mean, what do you think? What do you think of the pricing?
So I want to kind of come back to the pricing because the $20, I think it's a good price point.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've heard there's been a lot of it's not great. It's not. It needs some work still. I don't get the whole chat app phone. That is so backwards thinking of Nintendo. That's such a Nintendo move.
I was actually just gonna say that too because like, is it worth it for the price? Because like. This is all stuff that is kind of pointless. Like, I mean, the voice chat app on your phone thing. I mean, we can just use our phones.
You can just use your phone. Use Skype on your phone if you really want to.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many other ways to do it. I mean, I guess having the integration with the game is kind of nice.
And that's
I guess
cool,
we'll just
but
have to see how that works.
And it's so backwards. And Nintendo could fix that over time. But the basic rundown is this: it's you can do the $3.99 a month, $7.99 for 3 months, or $20 for a year. If you do $20 for a year, it comes out to $1.60. Now, you're probably thinking, what do I get with that? Well, you get online play, of course. You'll get eShop discounts on occasion, and hopefully those are actually worth it because Nintendo doesn't generally have good discount sales.
No. Their games will be on $60 for like ever until the end of time.
And I know, and I've heard a lot of rumblings. So it's okay. So yeah, let me go back to what I was saying. You get the eShop discounts, the online play, the ability to use the mobile app, which is like, okay, you're getting the online and now you're getting the ability to use it. Like, of course, well, you better have the ability to use it because what's the point? Then finally, what was the last thing they were toting around? Oh, yeah. The one thing that I actually think could have the potential to make the $1.60 a month worth it. The classic library.
Yeah.
And
classic library, like the Netflix style they're talking about.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like it's going to be a Netflix style for classic NES games and possibly Super Nintendo. They haven't said any more than that. And one thing they did say that kind of has been confirmed, but not 100%, is that it won't interfere with the Virtual Console. It won't interfere with the development of that and everything like that. So I don't foresee us ever seeing like GameCube games in the games classic library. I don't foresee us seeing 64 games. But for those classic games with new online features, now whether those are going to be leaderboards or full on like
probably leaderboards, and I think they're already saying that you're going to be able to do. Wasn't it like multiplayer games? Like
I heard some rumblings that
fight. Like, aren't you going to be able to? You should be.
I'm assuming so, but I mean, I haven't seen anything confirmed on it. So there's still more details to come. We've got until January of 2018, so they've actually extended the free trial period from originally it was expected to be until fall of this year.
Right.
They pushed it back to January, which is fine. But I don't think they're going to release the classic library. I don't think they're going to release the app yet. I think this is going to come after they launch the full thing, which, if that's the case, then what we get right now is not a free trial of anything. You're giving us a limited online connectivity for free, but we're not getting to try out this service they're telling us.
Right,
And then even on their site, they're basically saying, try it out now until January, but there is no classic library yet. We can't try that. And there is no phone app yet, so we can't try that. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, my whole thought about this whole online thing is like, what's the point? We had the Wii U, and there's online games on the Wii U, and it did just fine without having the network. I mean, okay, but
It had its problems.
So tell me that if this is in place, we will never have any problems.
That's what I'm hoping for.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
what, if we're gonna pay extra for this, we better have better connection issues.
Right.
We better not be dropping matches in the middle of Smash. We better not be being kicked in the middle of a Mario Kart match.
I'm already playing Mario Kart and having connection errors and being dropped and like.
Really? I mean, I haven't had too many. But then again, you have played a lot more online.
I played.
Which, by the way, guys, Mario Kart 8 on the Switch is
a phenomenal game. But
we're gonna put some videos of us playing that up soon. Fantastic game, by the way. But yeah, I mean, so back to this. Like, what remains to be seen is whether or not this classic library thing is going to be good.
It's just there. It's literally just there to sweeten the deal because otherwise it's just going to make the rest of it sound like nothing.
Yeah, like
so they probably like they looked at it on paper, had the rest of the stuff there except for the classic library, and then realized we need something else. We need a little something else to like make this actually worth it because the rest of the stuff should just already be there. Like,
yeah, and like one thing I'm noticing from a lot of people online is they're comparing this to Xbox and PSN, and rightfully so. It makes sense, but you can't quite compare them side by side.
No.
So someone was saying, "Why am I paying $20 a year?" And I basically said, "Well, you're paying $1.60. You could be getting a good classic game library. You're getting the ability to play some of these games online." So it's a very bare minimum price. And I've told people it's a third of the price of those other ones per year. So you can expect, or with that cut in price, then, you know what, I'm kind of fine foregoing some of those extra features. If Nintendo ends up bringing them, it's awesome. But I'm fine foregoing those because, you know, I'm paying more on them.
Right.
And then people will say, oh, well, you get 2 free games from them every month. And I always say, yeah, but how often do you actually go and play those games extensively?
How many more times? Yeah, but it's like
it's
Mario.
Indie game.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're going to get some classic games we all used to play. Like Mario 3 is better than almost any PSN indie game they've ever given us. Mario 3 probably still stands way above any of those. So you're getting a higher caliber game, and you're only paying $1.60 a month, and you get the online features, and if the eShop deals are good. So there's still stuff that remains to be seen, but I think this is a good start. I think it's a wise move by Nintendo. We knew it was going to be charged when it was originally coming out. People were expecting $5 a month, and I think even the base price was cheaper than that. Yeah, $4 a month if you do monthly, but why just go for the $20 a month or $20 a year? It comes down to $1.66 a month. You get the games library, everything else. That's like, just don't go to McDonald's and get a cheeseburger one.
Here's my view on it. I'll probably get it and forget about it. Just, pay the $20 for the year.
And
forget about it. Just whatever, I guess. I mean, it's not really, I don't know. It just seems like a basic function, I guess, to have online play and all that stuff.
When you look at PC in the PC realm, there is you don't pay for that stuff.
I don't need the classic library. I don't really. I have there's the NES Classic. There's like so many different ways to play. I have the game. I have GBA, SP. I have like all these retro consoles around. Like, why do I?
I mean, there's emulation for most of these. I don't.
Sorry, I mean, I don't really care that much. That's on there.
Yeah,
there's so many other ways to play that.
Yeah, but you're right. But you're missing the key point of it. It's not that you're just getting these classic games, which you're right. Yeah, you can go play them anywhere. Okay. Convenience. It's like I tell everybody. Yeah, I can go download a movie immediately, or I can have to wait 5-10 minutes, or I can go to iTunes and buy the movie for $10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might be. Some people would say, "Oh, well, you're wasting money," but
still, you only got 3 games right now.
That's all they said, and they've
we
only
don't
set
know
them
what
as
it's even gonna be.
and they've only set them as an example.
Yeah.
Dr. Mario, fantastic game. Balloon Fight, okay, no one really cares about that, let's be honest.
There's
but
some diehard balloon fighting.
but it has potential, and they could launch it with a good 10 set of games. You know, they could do this. But the biggest point of it is, I'm sitting in an airport. I want to play a classic game with a friend. Boom! I got my Switch here. You're not gonna wait. You're gonna sit there and want to play an NES game, but you don't have your NES Classic on you. You don't have this on you, and you're like, shit. But you get something like this. Like I definitely see this being a hit out of the park. I think it's the first time Nintendo's listened to people. I'll pay the $20 a year.
I'm just worried that this is coming from the company who just a generation ago on the Wii U was saying that they have no idea how PSN and Xbox Live work. So like,
well, I feel like the company.
That was not even that long ago.
I feel Nintendo is they went through a rebirth. I think they've gone through a somewhat of a rebirth. I think I think they
still have no idea what they're doing.
No, I don't quite agree. I think they're learning. They definitely have room for improvement, but I don't think it's the company we saw last generation. And I think what happened was they were on this kind of strong track, you know, when they had the Super Nintendo, we'll say from the original Nintendo all the way to the 64, pretty strong track. GameCube got a little rocky. Okay, things got a little rocky in the GameCube. They had this great idea for the Wii, but let's be honest, it became a fad. It became a fad to have it. Yeah. Most Wii owners really got it for Wii Sports and never got anything else on the console. So they went down that casual road and thought, we know what casual people want now. And I think they were really gunning hard for that. It seems like over the last couple of years, they're garnishing or they're gunning for that hardcore crowd again. Because look at what they've been releasing on the Switch with the Neo Geo stuff, which we already talked about the other day. It's got some bad emulation, but the new Zelda, that is one of the most hardcore Zeldas they've released in years. That is not a simple Zelda where you can go through dungeon to dungeon.
Yeah, but I mean, like going back, but we're talking about a multiplayer, like an online service. How many Nintendo games have you been playing hardcore online? Like, I mean, I know they're trying to go for the.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. This is just the birth of it. They've gone through a rebirth. I think we're seeing the beginning of a new Nintendo. Look at the Switch. And you know me, dude. How many years have I bashed Nintendo for their stupid decisions?
Okay, well, here Street Fighter is still gonna be a PS4 exclusive, like a PS4 PC exclusive.
What, Street Fighter 5?
Street 5, I mean, yeah. So it's like we're not gonna see that on the Switch.
I never expected to see that.
I mean, Splatoon, yeah, but I mean, are we really gonna be seeing Splatoon at EVO? Do you really think?
No. Well, why are we even bringing up EVO?
But I mean, like, because they don't. What is the multiplayer?
I mean, okay. Take the multiplayer aspect out of it. That's what I was saying.
That's what we're paying for. That's
that's what I'm saying. If you look at it just in the light that I'm paying for online access, then yeah, it seems like a cheap. Like, who wants to pay for that? Look at what you're getting for that $1.60, and by that I mean you're getting that games library. That alone can make that $1.60 worth it. It can make it worth it. Right now, there's things that remain to be seen, but it can definitely make it worth it. $20 a year for simple online access. I wish they put the chat on the system. It's $1.60 a month. Most people spend more than that a day on snacks from the vending machine. I really do not see a problem with this. I think they've got room for improvement, and I think we are seeing a new version of Nintendo. The Switch is the sexiest console Nintendo's ever released, in my opinion. It is the sleekest looking, the most modern looking. So I think we have stepped into a new era of Nintendo. We are at the early stages of this. I'm excited to see where it can possibly go, but I want to tread lightly. You know what I mean? Like, walk a little, like we're kind of walking on some eggshells here, because at any moment that floor can give out. Nintendo could pull the wool over our eyes and be like, yeah, we told you that there were 3 games. We didn't tell you that you'd have those same 3 games for the next 2 years, and that's what you've been paying $1.60 for. So we don't know what they're going to give, but I don't see a huge ordeal with this, and I don't think saying solely that we're paying $20 a year for just multiplayer access. I think if you look at it that way, you're looking at a very narrow scope.
That's what it is, though. I mean, they're throwing. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that they threw on the classic library as a way to just kind of sweeten the deal because they are trying
But
to make
okay,
you pay
but let me ask you
playing
this real
online.
quick. How is this any worse than what Sony did, going from PS3 to PS4? You got nothing extra with the PS4, but yet they started charging you for it.
You got voice chat.
We had voice chat on the
PS3? No, you didn't.
Did we not?
Nope. Did
Okay, so you get voice chat. So you're paying $60 a year for voice chat?
not. Well, I mean, they have a whole infrastructure. I mean, what, Nintendo does not have an
No,
infrastructure.
but they're putting their
They do not
infrastructure
have an
onto a
online-
phone. But,
Yeah,
but
then
no,
you-
no. Remember what I said at the beginning? Yeah, they don't have all this. So, but you're paying a third of the price of those other services. You paid $60 a year for voice chat. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, how is this any worse than what Sony did? In fact, if the way I see it, this is better than what Sony did because they're not charging you $60 more a year. So that's what, so I'm like I want to look at this in multiple lights. I'm not 100% sold on it yet, but I think this has true potential, and I don't see as of yet any reason to be too scared of it and be like basically what I'm saying is online I'm seeing people shit on it, and I don't think there's a reason to do that yet because I think it's a cheap enough price, $1.60 a month if they keep that classic games library going, is a good deal. That's a good deal to be able to put those games on you. They're not going to take much space. You could, if that library really grows, you could be walking around with basically a portable NES, possibly a portable SNES, and have all your Switch games on there for $20 a year. That is an awesome deal. Screw multiplayer, dude. How often, you know me, I'm not an avid multiplayer person.
Right.
But yet I pay $60 a year to Sony. Why am I doing that? I do it because of the games that I get, the possibility of getting those discounts and those deals. So really, I don't even pay the extra services to play multiplayer. I pay to get those deals and stuff. It's just like going to Sam's Club. I slap down $50 for the year to have my membership. I'm paying that $50
Well, you get a lot
just.
out of the PS. I mean, you get a lot out of PSN. You get a lot of deals, and you get a lot of the beta accesses. And there's a lot.
Yeah, you
of
get a lot of those
PSN.
stuff.
There's a lot
But
of PlayStation.
Nintendo's
Plus
been giving us beta
exclusives.
accesses right now for free with the test fire stuff.
Well, that's
So I
that's
mean,
their stuff.
like I don't see this any worse what Sony and Microsoft did. Microsoft's been charging for years. I still think Microsoft has the best online system, the XBL.
My view is, don't do it at all. Forget the game, the classic games, and just don't touch it. Just leave it as it is. Don't do anything.
Well, I mean, no, I mean, if they just leave it like it is, that would be one of the worst online systems ever. You mean but they should at least give us the app at least, and then leave it like it is.
No, I mean
Because right now, dude, their online system is like old school online. Like even Mario Kart, you saw how hard it was for us to get into the same party and go online and like race against other people online together. We had to do some wizardry.
It's just, I don't know. It's just a shame that it has to be. I don't know. Maybe the lobby system. I don't know. I guess
That is my one big
if
gripe.
the lobby system is good and it actually works, then sure.
Yeah. But it's like you look at that Splatoon thing, and don't get me wrong, like I'm not 100% defending pulling up the Hyrulean shield and like defending Nintendo here. What I'm saying is
Splatoon, that fucking.
that headset thing is one of the most idiotic things I've ever seen. Yeah, I'm gonna plug this into my Switch while I'm sitting onto my couch, and then plug the other into my phone. How long is that cable gonna be? And then you're gonna have cables running all over the place.
Actually, I don't know if you've ever tried this. You can't plug the headphone. If you plug anything into the headphone jack while the Switch is docked, it just plays it. You can't. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
What, the audio doesn't, or
The audio doesn't work. I don't know what you're supposed.
then
to
how are they selling the Splatoon
I think
headset?
It's just for when you're using it in handheld mode, or in
Oh
tabletop
my
mode.
god.
So I think you're supposed to just use the headphones with your
Phone when you've got it playing. Oh, that is
Yeah.
if that is the case. So basically, I'm gonna sit here and have headphones on just so I can hear the chat and my TV's playing the audio. But then
Right.
it's gonna be muffled sound
Right.
because you're gonna.
That's exactly.
See, that's what I'm saying. Nintendo makes stupid mistakes.
That's why I'm.
And
That's why I'm not hopeful. I'm sorry. That's,
But that's the thing. I don't. My only real gripe with this is the fact that I'm going to have to use my phone, and there's no proper friend system. What we need is a proper friend system, which they're going to push to the phone, and we need the ability.
But check this out, right? Since you're using your phone, okay. I don't know if you've tried this before, but anyone who's got a hotspot, you can hotspot and use multiplayer on your Switch. Works awesome. You can play Mario Kart like no problem off of an LTE connection. Works amazingly.
As long as you have tethering, we don't want you guys doing this and then bitching at
Yeah,
us
but
because you're paying a bunch of money extra.
So like let's say you got that going on, and then you've got the voice chat going on. Like your phone is about to be like, it's gonna have so much going on it. It's gonna be draining battery, so you're gonna have your phone plugged in. You're gonna have a headphone jack plugged into it too. If you have an iPhone 7, you're pretty much screwed unless you have the adapter that lets you plug in headphones.
Well, they give that to you anyways.
So and then so you need all that going on.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the one thing that I have a huge complaint about. But then I go back to thinking, I'm paying a third of the price of the other companies. It's $1.60 a month, $1.60 a month, $1.66 a month if you pay the full 20 ahead for the year. You know, and I don't know. Maybe I should be more weirded out because I'm not an avid multiplayer fan. Is it weird that a single player person is defending more of the multiplayer platform than a multiplayer person? It is kind of weird to think of it that way.
No, but I want to. Okay, so this is like, I like your idea to where it should just be okay. I'd pay $20 a month for them to focus on doing a classic library then.
Well, that's what I'm
just
saying.
Make like the multiplayer.
That's where the big potential lies,
built in.
And that's why I was kind of saying like, and yeah, I kind of agree with that. Like
because
I think the way of my
multiplayer
mind,
games going on, like
the way
they
my
have
mind,
Splatoon and Switch. I mean, Splatoon, Smash, and like Mario Kart. Like how many? There's not that many multiplayer games. I mean.
We got Xenoblade coming out. We've got, I mean, there's games coming out this year that's going to have multiplayer apparently. So, and it gives them opportunity with NBA. NBA 2K, like I was telling somebody, has a potential to be huge on the Switch. Has the potential to be huge, and FIFA.
Yeah,
those could be strong multiplayer contenders.
Yeah, they better get their lobby system down.
Yeah, because 2K players ain't gonna mess around with that. That's for sure. But I think right now the way I'm so comfortable with it is I'm seeing it as the game library. That's what I'm focused more on right there than anything else because I won't play much multiplayer. I'll play Mario Kart with you. I'll probably play some Smash with you. And when Xenoblade comes out, I will be messing with the online for that and that Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
All of that I'm gonna check out. But for the most part, I don't see a problem with this now. I don't see it as a reason to get upset because I mean there are people online having complete meltdowns saying, "Oh, F you Nintendo because you once again screwed the fans." I'm like, I don't think they have.
No, I
don't think they have.
I'm gonna $20. Here you go.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. It's $20 for a whole year.
It's really not. And if
it's nothing.
And if they really develop that games library to be something huge, that $20 is perfect.
Yeah.
That $20 a year is perfect. It's cheaper than Netflix. It's cheaper than so much, and you're getting classic games. But anyways, we have rambled.
Right, yeah. So I guess we'll just that'll be something that we'll just have to hear more from at E3.
And So guys, this week, stay tuned. We're gonna be pumping up little videos here and there throughout the week. And then make sure to tune in next week for E3.
Starts June 11th.
Yeah, that Monday, right?
11th.
Yeah, and 12th. I mean, guys, I'm super excited for this E3, and then we're also going to be talking. We're going to give a kind of a
Scorpio stuff,
a brief rundown of what we've missed. Because one thing I do want to bring up next episode is Red Dead.
There's going to be Project Neo stuff, I'm sure, announced. There's going to be more Nintendo games announced.
Yeah,
I want confirmation on that Smash. I know it's coming.
Well, you saw that NeoGAF post. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We've missed you. We're back.
We'll be up to our old shenanigans once again.
Yeah, and get out there and mash that A button.
Mash it hard.
Real hard.